man. Hey man, I think it's about time, man. I really think it's about time for us to, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and take that ride, you dig? Take that ride, man. Y'all with me, man? Y'all meet me out there, man. This mission, man. This mission from Chi to LA, baby. I'm on the mission. Say what? Why you niggas trippin'? Yeah. I'm on the mission. Say what? Why you niggas trippin'? Yeah. I'm on the mission. Why you niggas trippin'? Say what? I'm on the mission. Yeah. Why you niggas trippin'? From Chi to LA. I'm here at the Jiffy Lube. Part of my Uber inspection because I get a discount. So the dealership that I go to, they wasn't the service manager wasn't there. So I brought it over here for 6600 South Archer, and I have a scheduled appointment for my AC, but I scheduled it for next Tuesday. But yeah, I'm here now getting my service done, and they working on like a few more things that I supposed to have got done. But it's part of my Uber inspection. I'm here, and then after this, I have to. I'm supposed to change my brakes, and I changed my brakes on my front brakes because they inspect that too for my Uber stuff. Change out and wait till the sun go down a little bit, but I'm here right now at the shop. All right, y'all, man, we back with another episode of changing the brakes, and as y'all can see, I got the caliper on there with the new pads. Y'all probably see that thickness right there. That's the thickness of the pads. But I'm over here behind Myers over here on 95th. And man, what a day it's been. Like today, they gave me a brand new air filter with the Jiffy Lube. I heard about Jiffy Lube when people were telling me about it. And I had to, you know, it was like a backup plan because the service manager wasn't at the dealership today for, for our meeting and stuff, because I was going, you know, he's going to service the air conditioner, but I got my appointment scheduled for next week and everything. And yeah, so that's what's going to happen next week. We're going to get the air conditioner service and stuff. But while I was over there, they gave me an air filter, okay? They said my back brakes was out, and I wanted to test it with my cousin, but he, you know, he occupied doing his lift and stuff like that. And you know, this was on the schedule today too, to get the front brakes in, because I did the back brakes. I had all 4 tires done. Got the air filter now. The only thing I get now is the new calipers, which the caliper is this big thing right here. It's the housing for the brake pads. Then I'm gonna let them do the rollers. I'm gonna let the dealership do the rollers and the calipers, like around August. Okay, perfect for the fall time and all that. But anyway, next week they're gonna be serving the air. Let me show y'all what happened today at Jiffy Lube. Now I'm gonna show y'all under the bottom the situation. Now if you can see up under here, as I'm pushing the brake in, well, it's out now because you know, I don't want to push it yet until, you know, I get the clamp on there, because it's gonna make it tight. But y'all probably can see that little that little white little pin right there. It's like it's a little black piece that goes into that little cylinder part. So it'll let the brake know, like, you know, like if it's a traction issue, like with water and stuff like that. It'll once that pin touches that cylinder, you know, it'll make sure, you know, like, you know, I guess if you're in a traction situation with your car sliding, your little sensor light will come on. Not the sensor light, but one of your dashboard lights will come on, the sensor light, whatever you want to call it. But I'm gonna start it up and let y'all see what's going on, man, because this dude, man, it was a big guy. When he got in there, he was big as hell. And I know he left the seat back, and I guess when they was pulling it up to put it on the rack, he pulled up too far, and well, not pulled up too far, but he got in and he pulled it up on the rack, but I guess he pressed down too hard on the brake. He was a big dude, like 6'5", like 300, 350. So now my traction light is on. Now I could turn it off, but this is, see, I'm turning it on now, but this right here, that's a sensor light that lets you know, like when you going in like in climate conditions, like you slipping and stuff, it'll come on and stuff, and then you'll feel it, within the, like, like the movement of the car and all that stuff. But the light goes off. So now this light is on, and it's because of that piece at the bottom up under here. That little white pin, y'all probably can see it. This the brake pedal, and it just follows that all the way up, and then as I'm pressing on the brake pedal, you'll see it's like a little black little cylinder piece, like right around this area, right up in here. And when it goes into that cylinder, it lets that sensor know that, the car is safe and all that stuff. So now I'm gonna have them look at it and stuff. And I hope they don't try to charge me, because it's probably something minor. I'm thinking I could disconnect my battery and that probably reset everything, But I looked on YouTube, and they made a big deal out of it, kind of, sort of. But that's the only thing that flawed my day so far, was that right there. Okay, that part. Now let me tell y'all the good news though. The good news is, okay, I didn't have to struggle so hard this time. I'm right behind Walmart on 95th, and where I got my seat clamp to do my job. The first couple of times I did it on this car, because I had never did it on this car until, like probably like 2022, 23, something like that. But anyway, I got this seat clamp gun right here. So basically, all you gotta do is, when the caliper, I'll probably show y'all on the other side. It was so easy, man. I put it on there, and just squeeze down a couple times, and it pushed the piston in, so I was able to put the caliper back on there. So now all I gotta do is put the bolts on there on the caliper and tighten it up. And the ratchet size, well, yeah, I got a little small ratchet, but the socket size is 9/16. Okay, so y'all probably can see it on here, 9/16. That's what y'all want to use if y'all trying to change y'all brakes on a Honda Sonata. 9/16. That's all I took off was the caliper, because I ain't taking off the roller. I'm gonna let the dealership do all that, okay? Because they gotta give me the brand new caliper and the rotors, okay? Same thing with the back if they want to do that, because I got brand new brake pads on the back. So I'm gonna do the other side. The only thing I had to get the floor jack and stuff like that, so I can get it up there quicker and stuff like that. 'Cause this right here to me is just like a 10-15 minute job, both sides. I did this so many times, a Dodge Intrepid and all this stuff. But anyway, I want to show y'all this. Now this, all I gotta do now is just put these in the caliper right here. Yeah. Line it up and stuff. Now the last time I did my back brakes, I had a problem because the wheel, like one of the nuts had got stuck. I mean, well, it got stuck. So I had to call my father. I called my roadside assistants and stuff, and they came over to assist. And I needed it's a 21-inch socket. Well, that's a 21. It's a 21 that goes on these bolts. But I got the old 4-way and everything, and it took me a little time, to get that all together and stuff, because that's the old. I guess that's the old socket size for some of these, like, lug nuts and stuff like that on these new cars. But I'm still using the old 4-way, crowbar and everything. But yeah, but anyway, I got this thing on here, so I'm gonna go ahead, go ahead and do the lefty loosey, righty tighty, lefty loosey. That's always there. So y'all see how I'm twisting the nut? I'm going this way. So that's how we're gonna go on the ratchet. We're gonna go back this way, okay? So that's tightening it up. So once we tighten that up, then putting it down here in the bottom, same thing. Get up in there. Make sure you wiggle until there you go. Y'all heard the snap in place. Boom. So I'm a pro doing this shit, man. I'm a pro. This is like a $500 job, minus the rotors, okay? Just the pads, the pads by itself probably like $250. But now all I gotta do is twist this thing back this way. Boom. Y'all see that? So now we going lefty. It's righty tighty. So this is righty. Hold on. Y'all see that? One handed on that boy. Look at that. Your boy cold blooded, Jack. Hold on.
Make sure we going back the right way. Hold on, let's turn right that way. Hold on. And I'm gonna teach my boy all this shit too. You know, even though he probably be all into other shit, but you know, but it seems like little Lightyear gonna be a Casanova anyway. You know, he ain't gonna be doing this shit. You know, these new age kids ain't gonna be doing all that bullshit. But anyway, I gotta turn back the other way. But anyway, I'm gonna come back with part 2 on the other side. And I'm gonna show y'all, you know, how I'm squeezing that damn thing again. I'm gonna have to do it, you know, one-handed and stuff, but like I'm doing this right here, you know. But anyway, I'm gonna come back with part 2, and I'm gonna show y'all after I get the wheel up and all this stuff, you know, the process, you know, on the how to get the piston back, you know, pushed in and stuff. After, and I just use one of the new pads, you know, because it's thick enough, you know, to push up against the piston. And all of these, use the gun, tighten it up, and the rest of the history. Y'all see it's tightening it up now. Y'all see righty tighty, lefty loosey, okay? It ain't gotta be super damn tight, but as long as it's on there and stuff like that. So I'm gonna do the bottom and stuff, and then I'm gonna slap this wheel back on there. You gotta unhoist that damn thing. Then I'll be on the other side, and I'll show y'all the last part of this video. Okay, make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe, turn on the post, because I'm teaching y'all some shit. You feel me? All right, y'all, I'm gonna show y'all now, because I had made a mistake and was pumping the brake, and that was pushing the piston back out. So when I tried to put the tire back on there, it wasn't landing, it wasn't going on there, because the piston had pushed it had started tightening the brakes up, and I was supposed to do that after the tire is on there. So that was my fault. But anyway, this how it look right here. See how I got one of the other pads on here, the brand new pads. These pads are already on there still, but I got this pad on here, and all I did was, you know, line the C-clamp gun up, you know, to the back of the caliper, and then on the pad, and I just started pressing in, and it's pressed the piston in, which is this thing down here. You know, so I'm gonna take this off of here so y'all can see it. So we finna unattach this. Hold on, gotta do everything one-handed. I ain't got no AA. Let me set this down real quick. Y'all probably can look up, but so I just unleashed. So yeah, and just the new pad that's going on the other side. These the bolts that goes into the caliper for the housing, you know. But anyway, as y'all can see, the piston, I pushed it back in because I was showing y'all, you know, the brake pad thing down there. This the piston right here. I pushed it back in, so now it should line up, and I should be able to get the tire on there now. So I'm gonna sit this thing back, and I'm gonna see what that actually gonna do. Okay. So I'm gonna put the caliper back on. Get one of the pads fell off, so grab it and line it back up. So, and the same way you take the pads off, same way you put them back on. Okay, so I got that lined up. Make sure they're the right pads on each side, the way they're supposed to be on there. Okay, so now should fit any more snugger. Wait a minute, I'm having a little friction now. Hold on. Make sure I'm lining it up the way it's supposed to be on there. Back part right here. There we go. Yeah, put that boy on there. Y'all see how I slid on there? Now all I gotta do is just line the bolts up and then tighten them back up. Cause I was wondering, like, why the damn tire not going on there? Because of that reason. Because I was pumping the brake, and I wasn't supposed to be pumping it, you know, until after the fact. You always pump the brake after the fact. Now I hope I'm getting a good video down there too. So all I'm doing is putting the bolts back into the caliper housing. Okay, and it went on much smoother this time because I was wrestling with the bolt. You know, I was like, what the hell is going on? I was trying to figure it out. Like, okay, I forgot I was pumping the brake. So now, all I gotta do is tighten this damn thing back up. I think I'm going the right way. Now I'm planning on getting all this dirt on me and shit on my hands, but hey, that's what happens when you grinding. You gotta do shit yourself, man. Cause ain't nobody out here gonna help you. As y'all can see, I'm solo dolo, and I'm thankful no security came back here fucking with me and shit, you know. They could've. Other way. It sounds like somebody coming now. Well, that's a train or something. And before I got over here, I had a passenger. That's how I got here. I had a passenger in the car. I'm on 95th. And he was going to the Myers right here. Picked him up by his car. That's a big ass train. But he was going to the Myers right over there on 95th. And when he was going to that Myers, he had got stuck on 95th. I forget the street over there by the gardens, and we was trying to get across, but the train just stopped. And we was cutting up for 30 minutes. I actually started watching a TV series on Lube. Yep, I was watching both of this shit on Lube. Not the train to get on there easy. I was struggling. There you go. So now I got the tire on there. Well, the nuts is still not lining up to the nuts. I gotta pick it up a little bit more. Oh man. That's why I like going to the dealership now. I don't want to the only part I hate. Putting the tire back on this motherfucker. It's the hard part. Sometimes it be hard. And let me see if I can line my wheel back up. That's probably the issue too. Hold on, y'all. I didn't know I was gonna have to wrestle. This is an easy damn job, man. Put my wheels back up. Okay, I think it'll go now. Oh, fuck. And now it's on there. just have to line the wheel up. Y'all see that? So that's one thing y'all probably gotta do too. Make sure y'all wheel lined up. We'll turn back straight. And then how I always do it, I always put one on the bottom. So we're gonna do that. I'm just gonna do everything the right way. It's a tutorial teaching y'all, man. Put one on the bottom and then one on the top, just to get the, you know, the wheel back in place. Crowbar, and then we go to work, man. There you go. Hold on. Hopefully y'all seeing it. Crowbar. Oh, that's a nut right there. And we'll get my 4-way and tighten the wheel up just a little bit. You finish tightening it up when you get it on the ground. That's when you finish the job. So let me get the 4-way. Alright, one side is complete. Now we gotta do the other side. And this is how I get the nuts on there quickly. Hey, once I get it on there, just spin that mom. It'll start getting tight. Hold on, I wanna make sure that's the right one. And I'm gonna get the new one that they use. They're using 21. This is a this side that I'm using is a 9/16, I think it is. No, it's a 7/8. Do that. Do that. Spin it. Until it get tight. Just a little bit. Alright. Same thing with the bottom. That's probably that train. That is that train. That's the train that we was waiting on right there. It just started moving. That was 3 hours ago. Dang. You would have still been right there if I would have used my spidey senses and shit and said, let's go to 87th Street. I know y'all probably ain't seeing all of the video, but y'all getting a good healthy understanding of how to do this shit. Alright. Some stuff you can do yourself, especially in this situation. So when I go back to the dealership next week, because they try to inspect and they try to get, you know, they try to get more issues with the car so they can add on the price, you know, well, on the ticket of what you got to pay. They be like, oh, you need this and that. I know I need the front brakes, the calipers and all that, but the calipers gonna be the last thing. That's gonna be in August, and they gonna do that. They gonna do the air conditioning and the calipers, and then I'm gonna have them do the struts too when they do the calipers. So and I'll be riding over bumps and all that shit, and they won't be rattling and all that. You know, scam motherfuckers like we on a roller coaster in that mother. You feel me? But this is my work car, man. I'm gonna ride this motherfucker until I can't. Doing Uber and Lyft. Right? That's what you're supposed to do. You're a hustler. Let's make sure your nuts all tight a little bit. Gotta polish my rim up again and shit. I don't like to be riding dirty. My shit look clean, Joe. I'm riding. I gotta throw some wax on it and shit, so yeah, I let the wax marinate on it. So that's gonna be morning time episode when I'm at work and shit. Alright, so now I'm gonna let the wheel down and I'm gonna get me another floor jack. I just don't want all that shit in the back of the car, you know, while I'm doing Uber and shit, you know, picking up people and all that bullshit, but I'm gonna need it, man. You know, for my own personal, municipal stuff, because for this reason. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I can't wait for roadside. You know, so I gotta hurry up and get back on the road. Especially when I'm hustling, I'm getting the money. I ain't got time for all this shit. So this how I let my shit down. Turn it this way now. Use my needle nose pliers. This factory tool jack. Go around until I get close to the bottom. Then I gotta. So I gotta do this over there on the other side. Finna hurry up, cause this month's supposed to be that long of a job. Now it's going on what? 11. It's 11 now. I should be done at 11:30. Back on the road. Do a couple more runs and shit to like 1. And after that, get ready for work and shit. Probably will give me a Portillo's Italian beef while I'm over here on Kedgy and shit. Go get me a beef Joe so I can have that for lunch tomorrow at work. But they be think I be lying, man. I be telling them the truth, man. And I gotta do this shit, man, because this part of my business. You know, the shop did a thing earlier today. Big fella fucked my shit up. It's all good. Napleton, they gonna fix that, because I'm gonna have them fix that. And then the wiring, I'm gonna have them look at the back brake wiring and shit, because that's what they were saying. I got a wiring issue, and I knew I did have a problem, a shortage. But, you know, I should let them know that Napleton. But, you know, I just be trying to hurry up so they won't have to keep the car longer than they didn't expect it. You know what I'm saying? Because I be trying to hurry up and get this money, man. And then make sure I have the money to pay them, so I won't have my car up in there that damn long like that. So I'm cause they be coming with some outrageous price, but it's the dealership. You know, this is where the car came from. You know, and they service Hyundai and they do a good job. So I'm gonna have them fix whatever issue it is, the wiring, and then this sensor thing. You know, along with the AC. Hopefully it'll be a quick job. You know. I still got the option. I can rent Uber, go through Uber to rent a truck or a car. I may do that if they decide to keep the car, and it's gonna take a little time and shit. But I'm gonna make sure I got the money ready to pay, you know, so it won't be in that long like I was last time. But there was a lot of shit going on, but I had to, you know, I had to take care of. You know, I had to take care of business and shit. So yeah, what it is. So, yeah, but this will conclude the video. I'm gonna do the other side real quick. So I just showed y'all the process. I may have to show y'all on the other side. Yeah, I'm gonna show y'all on the other side. No, I won't be able to show y'all because I need somebody holding the camera so y'all can see me actually pushing the caliper in. You know, it's down now. So when it get close to the ground like that, I just try to push it down some, see if it'll push out, or just wiggle it. And then just kick it out the way, and then be off to the other side. And then I can tighten the wheels up, tighten the nuts up on this side better. And make sure you always tighten your nuts up, man, because you don't want to be rolling your fucking wheel come off. Boom, leave it just like that. And the way I hoist it up, this the factory. I put it right between the metal. Like you could feel like the metal. This how I post this part of right here. But I'm gonna have like, you know, like Lube boys or whoever fix it. But you feel for like the metal, like it's like a line or something, and you line it up like that right in between there, and that's how you get it up. But anyway, let me tighten up the wheel. And that's gonna conclude the video. All right. Y'all can see. And it's a 7/8 on this old crowbar that I got. And how we do it, hood style. Once I get on that motherfucker, it's tight. Hold on. That's righty tighty. Go back that way. See that? And it's tight. Yeah. We use our feet. So I'm using Like I ain't gonna tighten it too tight because the dealership they was using that air compressor gun and that shit. Damn near fucked up the housing on the axle. And I'm still dealing with an injured hand doing this shit. Ain't no excuses, boy. Huh? Hear me, boy? You're a man, you gotta do what you gotta do. You got a family to feed. I got a healthy, young, strong boy. I gotta feed. Okay, there we go. So that side done. Alright, so now we going to the other side. So this gonna conclude the video. Make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe. Post. Whew. Yeah. Y'all get notified. Look at that. That wheel side done. One more side to do. Make sure y'all get y'all a compressor gun. I got 2 C-clamps in. Let me show y'all that. So these are number $5 at Walmart. Boom. This is a heavy duty one right here. 4 inch. There's another one. That's what I started off with right here. You know, because they don't have the caliper tool available in the store like how they used to. But I'm gonna throw some wax on my shit right now. I'll probably buff it out. Yeah, because I gotta have my shit looking good when I'm rolling. And that's what I use right here. Black Magic, baby. Hey, that's the wet. Throw a little bit on the rim so we get that oil off of it. Try not to get it on the brakes itself. Boom. There you go. Yeah. And just let that shit marinate. I normally let it marinate while I'm at work. And then I come back on my second break and then finish the job up. So yeah, that's it. Make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe, man. I'll see y'all in the next take video. LCDAONE mechanic, baby. Okay, y'all. I had to come back and show y'all this, man, before we really end the video. So I want y'all to see. Alright. So I got one of the old pads and I got the new pads already lined up on the rotor. Okay, this is the rotor, this is your axle. Alright, so I got it all lined up as y'all can see. So I got the C-clamp gun on here, y'all see that? So all I gotta do now is just press this until it start pushing the piston in. Alright, so I'm gonna try to hold it with my hurt hand. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it with my good hand. So y'all can see the piston got squeezed tight, and it's like, you know, it just presses like a gun. Like, hold on. Hey, y'all see it? I gotta hold this thing down. So matter of fact, let me get the box over here so I can show y'all real quick. And it may be because the pad's not thick enough too, so I may have to take one of these pads off to put it on there, or I can just put 2 of these old pads on there. You know, just to make it a little bit more to make it a little bit more what's the word I'm looking for? Sturdier. Okay, so let me put this up real quick. Y'all probably see it from the distance right there. Try not to block the camera. My old man calling me now. You know, it's always something, man. So we're gonna put this gun back on there. Then, you know, I just try to line it up to the back of the housing of this caliper. Hold on. Pull it out. And look at that. All we do is just line it up and then start pressing the gun. See that? So now I got it lined up on there and just start squeezing. going in. Can y'all see it a little bit? Y'all see the piston? Start to squeeze back in to the house for the couch. Readjusted. This one's a little bit tougher. So I'm gonna take one of the pads off, the new pad. Look. And try it again with the new pad. Line it up. Start pressing. I think I got it now. And if this don't work, I'm gonna use the there you go. I got it now because I wasn't squeezing it hard enough. It's going in. Just taking some time. That's the other pad that fell out. So I'm gonna take it off again. Probably gotta reposition. It's squeezing down though. So I got both pads in here now. Reopen the gun back up. Ready to start. Hope I didn't break the fucking gun. The trigger went in. Fuck. Fuck. But the trigger is stuck. I think the gun may be broke now. So now I'm gonna switch to the C-clamp, one of the C-clamps. The one I used the first time I did this truck. So I got the 4-inch C-clamp now. So I'm gonna do the same thing. Just gotta unloosen this thing. Oh man. That's why you always buy high tools, you know. And it's gonna be a little bit harder with this damn C-clamp. I'm gonna try to get that gun loose, you know, the trigger part on it. Just the light C-clamp. I got a heavy duty one over there too, just in case this one break. So basically I'm doing the same thing. I'm just trying to line it up with the pads, and then with the caliper housing, and then just start twisting it to, you know, and start pushing the damn thing in. That's the mission. So I'm gonna take one of the pads off because there's too many on there. It ain't gonna fit. So I got to take the pad off. Take the pads off, boom. I like that gun. That gun is dope. That shit is dope. A heavy duty gun to be better. Metal gun. Okay, I think this should do it right here. Cause I got. Hopefully this should do it. This is the one I used the first time I did the brake job on here. My first ever time doing a brake job on here. I used this C-clamp. And I'm gonna have to order the real caliper too. So now I'm twisting in. Hold on. Shit. It's always that one last damn wheel or one last damn thing that slows everything up and halts everything. Like I said, this shit is not easy, man. Everybody can't do this. Everybody should do this. You know, especially if you want to save some money, especially on a brake job. The brake jobs are the most expensive damn thing out here. Ah, fuck. Damn, Joe. Oh. I'm good. Oh my God. Whew. It's going. I just hate I ain't got my good hand. I'm not gonna use it though. My bad hand. Now I'm gonna show y'all how I got this thing positioned on there too. I don't remember this shit being as damn hard though. Last time I did this shit, it was so fucking easy. I'm trying to make sure I don't break the brake line. Hold on. I'm gonna unloosen it. See how far I get. Damn it. I think it may be down. Let's see. Oh man, this shit's hard. Hard work. Oh my God, it's painful too. Shit. Damn, that gun, I thought that gun was gonna save me, boy, and get me the fuck up out of here. As y'all can see, it's always a technical difficulty. Always a technical difficulty. Flashlight, see where we at. Ooh, man. seems like it ain't pushed down. This one giving me problems right here. It don't want to go. Oh fuck. Hold on. Shit. Alright. Gotta get my gun back working. That was my bread and butter. I think the gun gone. Okay. You want the thinner pads now. Thin pad. It's good to use the thin pads because they'll work faster probably to get the job done. Come on, man. Throw on down there so I can get my ass on out of here. The caliper tool is so easy, man. It just pushes that shit right back the way it needs to be, and you out of there quick. Let me show y'all how I got this seat cap on, man. Look, let me show y'all close up. Y'all see how I got the seat clamp on there? Y'all see that? See how I got it? Got the old pad on there because it's thin enough. It's positioned on there so we can push down. Alright. Finish up. Whew. I always make the man sounds too. That's good for the video. Fucking yeah. Okay. I still think the caliper ain't going nowhere. It ain't pushing down. What the fuck going on tonight? Okay, let me line the pads back up. We gotta do a test, man. See what's going on, man. It shouldn't be hard at all. It shouldn't be hard, period, now. On these fucking hard ass concrete. Alright. Damn thing going. Alright. I got some more fucking work. Fuck. Let me try my heavy duty one now. It's a bigger one, a little bit stronger. Oh, fuck. Heavy duty one. This shit unreal, man. Now this time I'm using the back part of it to try to push it in. See, that's why I need that aid and assistance right now. My cousin, my father, cause my hand injured. My father was just calling me too. Ironically. I don't know why this damn thing is so fucking hard to go in. Why is it so hard now? Fuck. It's like it's starting to go down now. Oh, man, this shit's hard, man. This shouldn't be this hard. It wasn't this hard the last couple times I did the damn shit. Why is it so hard now? Oh, fuck. Okay. Alright, y'all. Well, I got a couple videos. Don't be too long and stuff, man. But make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe, turn on the post. Like I got a wrestle with it for a minute. Alright. Yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video, man. I'm out. Alright, y'all. I wrestled. It's now 12:22. Hold on, let me wipe the smudge off. 12:22. We'll give me some Burger Kings. Oh my God, what a job. Man, I took that C-clamp right there, these pliers, the vice grips, used that big ass motherfucker. That broke on there. Just to get this damn thing on there. Okay, so let me show y'all the piston. Oh my God, my hand injured. I got this injured hand. See, I had to get that piston pushed all the way in there. That shit is hard. I'm gonna order the caliper tool, man, because this don't make no damn sense. How they making we call it the spreader back in the day, but you just put it on there, put the pad on there, and you twist it, and it just go back in easy. This shit is so hard now. But as y'all can see, I got it on there. But got to push down good enough where it can go on the brake pads, the new brake pads right there. So all you gotta do is get that, slap it on there, and then just put the what's name on there, the bolts on there, and the rest is history. So let me do that. But this is the official ending of the video. I'm gonna stop the tire on there, and I'm done with the brake job officially. All right. Yep, the tire's down. Then pump the brakes. It's the last thing you do. Put your brake fluid back in there, and then the rest is history, and you good to go. All right. So I got the back brakes on, front brakes. I done had the ball joints replaced, the control arm right here. That stuff right there. I'm gonna get the struts replaced, you know, the rattling and shit. And this is my workout, man. I'm gonna ride it to motherfucker to that. I can't ride it no more. All right, but make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll see y'all next.
Yeah. Hey, man. I'm just gonna keep it 100 with y'all, man. Y'all niggas out there, man. They're saying I ain't the OG, the original. Hey, man. He's a duplicate. He's a duplicate, nigga. Yeah, he's a duplicate, nigga. He's a duplicate. He's a dude, nigga. And I'm original, motherfucking OG, nigga. Yeah, don't forget to get your custom t-shirts, you dig what I'm talking about, from LCDAONE. You see the custom prints all over the shirt, you dig what I'm talking about, we ain't playing no game. The custom sweater, you dig what I'm talking about, yeah. With the back end print on the same. I got the t-shirts as well, you dig, unisex, long sleeve, you dig. Now we got the full zip up, you dig what I'm talking about, straight up with the hood on it, straight up with the back print as well, you dig what I'm talking about, we ain't playing no game. And then I got the full zip up, custom with the pockets on it and stuff, you dig what I'm talking about, back print and sleeve and print, you dig what I'm talking about, prints everywhere. Then I got the yoga pants, you dig what I'm talking about, joggers, you dig what I'm talking about, for men. And I got the crop new t-shirts for the ladies, you dig what I'm talking about, look at that, she look comfortable with it. Then I got the sports bra, you dig what I'm talking about, get the sports bra, you dig what I'm talking about, the back print, you dig what I'm talking about, the back print, you dig what I'm talking about, we ain't playing no game. And then I got the yoga pants for the ladies, you dig what I'm talking about, biker booty shorts, you dig what I'm talking about, so that piece can round out, you dig what I'm talking about. Then I got the yoga leggings, you dig what I'm talking about, so when she jogging and everything. And I got the capris right there with the custom LC right between the thighs, you dig. And I got the custom socks, you dig what I'm talking about. You ain't gonna find no more socks like that nowhere on the planet. And then last but not least, I got the LCDAONE jersey, you dig what I'm talking about. Then I got the back print on there, look at that back print, look good. Then I got the Illmatic one, my street ball jersey with the 2-4 on it. And then I got the little sleeve pull-up bag right there for the ladies, you dig on drawstring back. And then I got the real backpack, you know what I'm talking about, LCDAONE. Look at the back, look at the front, you know, look at the top, you dig what I'm talking about. Everything is looking good, you dig what I'm talking about, in LCDAONE's neighborhood. And then I got the X-Star iPhone 10 case, you dig what I'm talking about. And then I got the iPhone 6 case, 7, 8, 9, just order what you want. And then I got the custom print, you dig what I'm talking about, LCDAONE, baby. And then I got the custom mug, when you want to get drunk and drink and stuff, to my story. And then I got the snuggle pillow, when you want to get snuggle with your lady, yeah.